Yeah, this is the section which arms the government up to harass people and into whatever the government thinks they should be forced into working. But it'll be low-paid work in the most cases, and it'll be directed against the people who've been hardest hit by the pandemic. A number of groups that were identified by some of us in this House a number of weeks ago as really getting hammered by you guys. The taxi drivers, the arts workers, the music, the live entertainment. And, you know, you say, Minister, you're very concerned about that sector. The main fear of the live entertainment people, and they've said it explicitly in the COVID committee, is that people will be driven out of the sector if they are not supported. They will be forced to leave the sector because they will not be able to survive. Right? So that is, and what you're doing here is making that more likely. Right? You're hammering a sector that is already on its knees. And that is really pretty shameful. And you haven't responded to the offers or the pleas for help from this sector. Instead, you're whipping up, bogeymen and scapegoats and some notion that there's loads of people out there scamming, and that the state has to arm itself up against these people. And it's just really, it is Fine Gael reverting to type. I'm sorry to, put it like that, but it's just, there's deep prejudice at work here, when the vast, vast majority of these people are people who lost their job because of public health guidelines, and they want to go back to work in the sectors that they worked in previously. But you want to harass them. And it's happening already. And Minister, I mean, the arts people were suffering a lot of this stuff before. They were being pushed onto this and that course. They were being hounded by intro and all the rest of it. And now we're ready to step that stuff up again, particularly given all the importance they played in sustaining us through this difficult period. I mean, there's a group of 4,000 musicians now absolutely up in arms. Some of them have already been cut. And you say they haven't been cut. They have been cut because the self-employed, because of the way you've calculated the reckonable income, have, even though they were earning much more than 200, you're not reckoning that income, and so they're deemed to have been earning less and consequently cut. That's what's happening to the self-employed and lone trader, artists, musicians, and so on, and taxi drivers and others, right? They've been cut even though they were earning more. So it's kicking people when they're down, it's not fair, it's unjust, and that's why we're seeking to delete this section.